Hey, yo guys! I know that everyone is talking about N8N and how cool is that, how great automations you can build with this, etc., etc. But in reality, N8N is kind of a hard thing to do. Like, you have a huge learning curve on how to actually implement some automations. And when it comes to some simple automations, it's fine. It's pretty similar to Zapier, but still way harder. So in the majority of cases, you can use make.com or Zapier to automate some basic things. But when it comes to some complex automation workflows, in this case, it's so hard to actually build those things because there are always so many little details and nuances that you need to know. That's why you need to learn. And learning takes so much time. In this rapid world, I want to show you the saver, like a huge time saver for your N8N workflows. In reality, the majority of N8N workflows, like 90% of them right now, we are not building them. AI builds 90% of our N8N workflows for us on our behalf. So how do we do those things? Basically, first things first is thanks a lot to this guy who actually created the N8N MCP, so you can actually install all the information about N8N to your Claude. So how it basically works, you have the instructions on how to install it over here, but technically what you need to do is basically go to your Finder. So how to do those things? Basically, you need to go to your Finder, and over here, we just click Command-Shift-G, and over here, we go to this destination to Claude to actually open this little file. And over here, I hope that you're going to see that. Yeah, it's going to be here. You need to install this this little code. I will actually share that in the article below, so you can actually double check those things. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, please follow the instructions in the article that I've created. So once you do this, you just need to fully stop working with Claude and then open it again. So once you quit it and reopen it again, it's gonna work. After that, we go to Claude, and over here, you see that I'm already building something, but over here, we need to just make sure that, yes, that our N8N MCP is turned on. Over here, you need to make sure that all the tools are actually turned on as well. But there is one more thing that you need to know about Claude, is that you need to go to your settings over here. And over here, you need to click on connections, and you need to click on configuration, and always say allow unsupervised. The reason for that is every single time Claude will ask some questions to N8N, or will try to talk to N8N MCP. In this case, you don't need to always allow access, etc., etc. So once you do all those things, it will take you like 1 or 2 minutes. You are ready to start creating your workflows. But the most important thing here is the way you prompt at the very beginning, because the most important thing is that whenever you start building your basic N8N workflows, you're going to face with so many little issues and problems. One of those problems is basically the fact that the Claude will build some code or JSON files that actually do not work properly with N8N. I've tried that. At the beginning, that was it took me so much time to actually back and forth with Claude to get the workflow that is actually working. And in order to avoid that, I've created a new project, and I gave these instructions to, here is a great instructions to Claude. So Claude knows exactly what needs to be done and knows the waterfall of actions to follow to actually execute and build proper N8N workflows. So once it's done, we go here and we ask Claude to do something. So for example, in this specific case, I created a pretty detailed task. I said, could you please build me the N8N workflow that will scrape all my LinkedIn post engagers via, I found this rapid API that you can also use, or other alternatives. So I give my LinkedIn profile and it checks my latest 30 posts and scrapes LinkedIn profiles who liked my post. And as a result, it provides the data such as LinkedIn, link to the post, link to the LinkedIn profile of the post who actually engaged, full name of the person, headline, job title, etc., etc. Then it takes Claude like a few minutes, probably up to 5 minutes, to actually build this workflow. It's over here; it's quite long workflow, but B, also create a setup instructions so you can actually share it with your team, etc., etc. So it's pretty nice. At the same time, you see that it didn't finish just because I actually reached the limit for one specific prompt over here. So it took, you see, now it's gonna rewrite some of the parts, etc., etc. But over here, what we need to do right now, we actually copy everything that Claude has prepared for us over here, and we go back to no, not this one. We go back to actually N8N, and over here, we just need to create a new workflow. So we just create a new workflow. Over here, it should be empty. Like everything should be empty over here. If it's not empty, you just Command A, and delete everything. All right. So once it's ready, once it's empty over here, we just Command V in order to paste the code that we've actually created. And over here, it creates the full workflow. At the same time, it's actually requiring us, what's left for us is actually add the access through our APIs. I will not show that over here, but it's quite simple to actually add your APIs here to Google Sheets or to do the authentication with the tool set that is actually mentioned here. But it's also like 10% or 5% of the actual work that you need to do. Just connect the tools. And that's basically it. With this Claude N8N, now you can build something more and more exciting things. For example, please build me the flow that analyzes does analysis of my calls with potential clients via Read AI. That's the tool that we are using for recording calls, and based on our internal instructions, create and clear calculations of our pricing plans, create a perfect follow-up. Will create the prompts for the follow-up later. Let's focus on the N8N workflow itself. The final step should be the draft prepared in my Gmail plus a Slack notification. Once we do those things, now Claude will actually go and start reading the N8N documentation to know what nodes, what type of actions it should be using. That's basically it. I'm going to show it to you right now, just super quickly. You see, it's searching for the nodes, searching for the nodes. Then it's checking the webhooks and triggers, etc., etc. After that, it will do a little bit of research that you need if you mention some specific tool set, etc., etc. For the keynotes, yes, it's quite important over here as well to understand how the overall workflow should look like. And of course, it will not actually build some amazing workflows for you when you have some specifics that you need to follow or you need to actually do over there. But it will build solid workflows that you can use already quite frequently. So yeah, and now it's building this code, you see. And after you test that, please let me know how it's working for you. And thanks a lot and have an amazing day, guys. You see, it's just working amazingly. Awesome. Bye-bye.